Hi everyone, Radhe Radhe. In this video, we're going to be doing Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 7. So let's call out to Bhagavan Shri Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Thank you, Bhagwan, for giving us this opportunity to read the Srimad Bhagavatam and to hear it, to arrange the millions, trillions, gazillions of things that you have arranged so that we are in this position right now that we're able to go through it. Please help us use this to develop bhakti for you. Let us read the text. Further inquiries by Vidur. Text 1. Sri Shukdev Goswami said, O king, while Maitreya, the great sage, was thus speaking, Vidur, the learned son of Dvaipayana Vyasa, expressed a request in pleasing manner by asking this question. 2. Sri Vidur said, O great Brahmana, since Bhagwan is the complete spiritual whole and is unchangeable, how is he connected with the material modes of nature and their activities? If this is his pastime, how do the activities of the unchangeable take place and exhibit qualities without the modes of nature? 3. Boys are enthusiastic to play with other boys or various diversions because they are encouraged by desire. But there is no possibility of such desire for the Lord because he is self-satisfied and detached from everything at all times. 4. By his self-sheltered potency, the three modes of material nature of the Lord has caused the creation of this universe. By her, he maintains the creation and conversely dissolves it again and again. Her meaning self-sheltered potency. 5. The pure soul is pure consciousness and is never out of consciousness, either due to circumstances, time, situations, dreams, or other causes. How then does he become engaged in nations? 6. Yeah, that's an important question, right? How does the soul get into this material world? Everybody asks that. 6. The Lord as the super soul is situated in every living being's heart. Why then do the living entities' activities result in misfortune and misery? 7. O great and learned one, my mind is greatly illusioned by the distress of this nations, and I therefore request you to clear it up. 8. Sri Shukdev Goswami said, O king, Maitreya, thus being agitated by the inquisitive Vidur, at first seemed astonished, but then he replied to him without hesitation, since he was fully God conscious. 9. Sri Maitreya said, certain conditioned souls put forward the theory that the Supreme Bhagwan or personality of Godhead is overcome by illusion or Maya, and at the same time they maintain that he is unconditioned. This is against all logic. Bhagwan is not illusioned by Maya, of course. 10. The living entity is in distress regarding his self-identity. He has no factual background, like a man who dreams that he sees his head cut off. 11. As the moon reflected on water appears to the seer to tremble due to being associated with the quality of water, so the associated self-associated with matter appears to be qualified as matter. That's funny, like a man who dreams that he sees his head cut off. Okay. 12. But that misconception of self-identity can be diminished gradually by the mercy of Bhagwan Vasudev through the process of devotional service to Bhagwan in the mode of detachment. 13. When the senses are satisfied in the seer supersoul, Bhagwan, and merge in him, the miseries are completely vanquished as after a sound sleep. 14. Simply by chanting and hearing of transcendental name, form, etc. of Bhagwan, Sri Krishna, one can achieve the cessation of unlimited miserable conditions. Therefore, what to speak of those who have attained attraction for serving the flavor of the dust of Bhagwan's feet? 15. Vidur said, O powerful sage, my lord, all my doubts about Bhagwan and the living entities have now been removed by your convincing words. My mind is now perfectly entering into them. Wow, I wish I could. This is not making any sense to me. 16. O learned sage, your explanations are very good as they should be. I mean, he's asking, how did we come in the first place? I thought he's asking that. Maybe he's not asking that. As they should be. Disturbances to the conditioned souls have no other basis than the movement of the external energy of the Lord. 17. Both the lowest of fools and he who is transcendental to all intelligence enjoys happiness, where persons between them suffer the material pangs. 18. But my dear sir, I am obliged to you because now I can understand that this material manifestation is without substance. Although it appears real, I am confident that by serving your feet, it will be possible for me to give up this false idea. 19. By serving the feet of the Guru, one is able to develop transcendental ecstasy in the service of Bhagwan, who is unchangeable enemy of Madhu demon and whose service vanquishes one's material distresses. 20. Persons whose austerity is meager can hardly obtain the service of the pure devotees who are progressing on the path back to the kingdom of Godhead, the Vakunthas. Pure devotees engage 100% in glorifying the Supreme Lord, who is the Lord of the demigods and the controller of all living entities. 21. After creating the total material energy, the Mahat Tattva, thereby manifesting the gigantic universal form with senses and sense organs, the Supreme Lord entered within it. 22. The Purush incarnation lying on the causal ocean is called the original Purush in the material creations, and in his Virat form, in whom all the planets and inhabitants live, he has many thousands of legs and hands. 23. O great Brahmana, you have told me that the gigantic Virat form in his senses, sense objects, and 10 kinds of life air exist within 3 kinds of life vigor. Now, if you will, kindly explain to me the different powers of the specific divisions. 24. O my Lord, I think that the process manifest in the form of sons, grandsons, and family members has spread all over the universe in different varieties and species. 25. O learned Brahmana, please describe how the leaders of the demigods, namely Prajapati, Brahma, decided to establish the various Manus, the heads of the ages. Please describe the Manus also, and please describe the descendants of those Manus. Yeah. O son of Mitra, kindly describe how the planets are situated above the earth as well as underneath it, and also please mention their measurement as well as that of earthly planets. 27. Also please describe the living beings under different classifications: subhumans, humans, those born of the embryo, those born of perspiration, those who are twice born, birds, and the plants and vegetables. Kindly describe their generations and subdivisions also. Is asking further about the universal creation of the universe. 28. Please also describe the incarnations of the material modes of nature, Brahma, Vishnu, and Maheshwar, and please describe the incarnation of Bhagwan and his magnanimous activities. 29. O sage, please describe the divisions and orders of human society in terms of symptoms, behavior, and the characteristics of mental equilibrium and sense control. Also, please describe the births of the great sages and the categorical divisions of the Vedas. 30. Please also describe the expansions of different sacrifices and the paths of mystic powers, analytical study of knowledge, and devotional service, all with their respective regulations. 31. Please also describe the imperfections and contradictions of the faithless atheists, the situation of crossbreeding, and the movements of living entities in various species of life according to the particular modes of nature and work. 32. You may also describe the lots of questions, wow. Non-contradictory causes of religiosity, economic development, sense gratification, and salvation, and also the means for livelihood and different processes of law and order as mentioned in the revealed scriptures. 33. Please also explain the regulations for offering respects to the forefathers, the creation of Pitralok, the time scheduled in the planets, stars, and luminaries, and their respective situations. 34. Please also describe the fruitive activities of charity and penance and of digging reservoirs of water. Please describe the situations of persons who are away from home and also the duty of a man in an awkward position. 35. O sinless one, because Bhagwan, the controller of all living entities, is the father of all religion, and those who are candidates for religious activities, kindly describe how he can be completely satisfied. 36. O best amongst Brahmanas, those who are spiritual masters are very kind to the needy. Gurus are. They are always kind to their followers, disciples, and sons without being asked of them. By them, the spiritual master describes all that is knowledge. 37. Please describe how many dissolutions there are for the elements of material nature and who survives after the dissolutions to serve the Lord while he is asleep. 38. What are the truths regarding the living entities and Bhagwan? What are their identities? What are their specific values in the knowledge of the Vedas? What are the necessities for the spiritual master and his disciples? 39. Spotless devotees of the Lord have mentioned the source of such knowledge. How could one have knowledge of devotional service and detachment without help of such devotees? 40. My dear sage, I have put all these questions before you with a view to knowing the pastimes of Hari Bhagwan. You are the friend of all, so kindly describe them for all those who have lost their vision. 41. O spotless one, your answers to all these questions would grant immunity from all material miseries. Such charity is greater than Vedic charity, sacrifices, penances, etc. 42. Sri Shukdev Goswami said, thus the chief of the sages, who was always enthusiastic about describing topics regarding Bhagwan, began to narrate the descriptive explanation of the Puranas, being so infused by Vidur. He was very much enlivened by speaking on the transcendental activities of the Lord. Okay. So that's it for this video. We'll do chapter 8 in the next video, Canto 3, Srimad Bhagavatam. Wish you a very beautiful day filled with lots and lots of bhakti. Radhe Radhe.